Okay, so welcome to another day. It's 2 days later. Something came up, something good, and had a great time. So I am turning 40 today, and my brother had a surprise, took me out camping, and yeah, here's just a little look of that, and then we get into today's video, which is going to be about mounting the alternator bracket and the alternator. So yeah, check it out. Okay, so yesterday my brother surprised me, picking me up at home together with Thomas, still in the sleeping bag over there. She surprised me with a little trip, local forest, celebrating that I'm turning 40. Really good. Thank you.
Yeah, and you get to show your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he came with this Nissan Leaf with all his gear in the back, and then a little discussion later, and yeah, I think we should take the Discovery because it's all set up with the gear. Now we are enjoying the Land Rover Drive morning coffee routine. So yeah, press, and we are ready. So morning coffee now, this beautiful place, and then yeah, had a good night under the stars, and what's called Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights yesterday. Was really good, and just see the colors there now. It's just really beautiful. Oh, morning coffee. Didn't want to film yesterday, just want to enjoy it, and yeah. But I just wanted to tell you what I've been doing and why the series video is going to be late. So as you saw, a really good time, good to be out. It's been a long time since I spent a night outside under the stars, and yeah, just beautiful weather, beautiful fall colors, and good of my brother Christer and my friend Thomas to do this for me. It was really nice, and yeah, all coordinated with my wife, and yeah, it was really good. I needed that. Now back in the garage. As you saw, the past day we did brakes and didn't go so well. Today I came in, and I maybe said it in last video that I kind of hoped that it would seal up the leak that we had on the left rear brake piston. It hasn't. So I looked up in the reservoir just to check how much was left, and on the brake part, nothing. So I went around the car just to see where it was leaking from. I knew there was a leak on the left rear, but I just wanted to check the other corners and check the pipes as well. And let's go for a little walk, and I'll show you. So first, just you can see the chamber on the outside, which is for the brakes, is yeah, all gone. And I checked on the inside, so the easy way to check is just to check on the inside of the rims, and no leak on that one, no leak on that one. And I went to the rear, checked the inside on the right rear, and then went to the other side. I bent down just to see if I could see anything, but I really didn't have to bend down because there is all my brake fluid. So yeah, money well spent. So definitely not all good things in the garage, but good thing is we noticed that it's leaking and that I need to order that part. I think I need to check if the handbrake works. If that works, I could easily start the car and use that as the brake mechanism. the good thing is we know the clutch holds up pressure, which is really nice. And that's, yeah, no leaks from the master or the slave or any of the pipes. So the clutch hold pressure or hold fluid. Okay, let's get into alternator bracket and alternator. If you don't know, the Series 2A don't have an alternator, at least not mine 68 model. So it has a Dynamo, which is not working. It was disassembled when I got it, and I figured just do the conversion because it's going to be much better. I'm going to get much better amperages out of that, and yeah, definitely need to add some lights to this at some point. So thinking that that's going to be a good upgrade. Yeah, but let's get into it. I think it's going to be an easy job, and I want to do it now so it's ready for later. First thing, just need to clean up the screws here on the bracket. Remove the old bracket for the Dynamo. Looks to be like some stopping shims here, so I need to bend those out. Of hammering. Then wish me luck. Let's see. Oh, good. Last one. Not possible to get the whole spanner on. Yeah, it's loose. Good. Great job. No. Are you kidding me? Okay, so lucky for me, I have had the discovery, which means big bolts, big sockets. But unlucky for me, 41 is just too small, and the next size up is 46, which is way too big. So yeah, I was thinking of getting the pulley wheel off, but not sure I can manage to do that with the gear that I have at the moment. Maybe need to go buy a socket. This job is going really well. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so welcome to Friday. This week hasn't gone as planned. I was supposed to spend a lot of time in the garage getting a lot of stuff done so I could come back next week and just be ready to start it up. And yeah, this week has just not gone as I have planned it. Don't get me wrong, it's been a great week. Had the outing with my brother and my friend Thomas, had family time, also celebrating my birthday, and yeah, came yesterday. Don't have the right tools, couldn't have a socket that's good and big enough. And today, starting a bit late, it's Friday, so I'm just gonna see how much I can get done, but went to get a new tool. I tried to find a socket that was the correct size, but apparently the socket size that I showed you that jumps from 41 to 46 is basically the standard, it seems, in Norway. So every store, I went to like 4 stores this morning, and every store goes from 41 to 46. Why? Maybe it's a metric standard in Europe, I'm not really sure. So only thing I could get that's big enough is this, it's adjustable, and yeah, hopefully that will work. I saw on Jeffrey Croker's dismantle video on the latest engine, you need to use a bit of force, and he also used a heat, so we will see. Also got a pull-off tool, so I'm hoping this will fit, because it needs to be big enough to get around the pulley, but it also needs to be shallow enough that we can get it on. So I think this is going to work, hopefully. I think it's going to work. But that will be later. Now just try to get off the center nut there and see if we can pull up the wheel afterwards. But getting into it, getting things done. We will see how far I can get today, because tomorrow we are driving up north. So as you can see, this goes all the way up to 45, and we need 42.68 something. Is this a good idea or not? Let's see. Door. Gear. Nice to have a clutch. It's not a lot of movement, but it's moving. First gear. Diff, I guess. And then don't really know what's low on this. Let's put it forward. And we're definitely in gear now. But it's not going to create enough resistance. Okay. Woohoo! So I think I was lucky. It's in gear, put something in front of the wheels, and now it's coming loose. Nice job. Oh, so it's a bolt basically. Okay, so this goes into here to stop it from moving, and then, okay. Oh, all right. Okay, to the next part. Getting this off. So we can get the screw off. Okay. We'll probably need to have this here. And then we're going to find out if the tool that I got will work. As much thread as possible. Let's see, like so. Yeah. And I think we are in luck. Okay, it's coming off right away. Not stuck at all, so that's good. So I'm just turning the bolt, and that seems to be enough. So this really just fitted. It's just I could pull, get the pull going, and then it stops on the cross member here. So let's get this off. But money well spent on the tools, making this a job I can fix today. Okay, yep, coming. Well, happy with that. Be sure that there's a track here, and there's a pin there, a tracking pin that can fall out. So, but this one is pointing up, so looking good. This is probably a good time to change the seal here. Good job, now we can get the thing that we are going to do, and that is to get this bolt out. Woohoo! And then just this, and then we are good to put on the new bracket after a little clean, I think. There's layers of all old mud and yeah, grim. I think the worst part is all the old mud getting off. Feels like there's sand everywhere. Just layers of old mud. And probably some oil as well. Pulley wheel is off. It doesn't look too good, too great. Definitely be in some poor sealing and also dirt inside, which has grind on the pulley. I'm not really sure what to call it. The shaft there, and I don't have the tools to fix that. Not really sure if I can get a new one or a used one. You probably could weld in here and then get it machined, so it could be an option. It's not needed for starting up, but for keeping it in good shape down the line, definitely need to look at that. Other parts looks okay, so yeah. It's only this that's worrying me, which goes in and the seal sits here, so you can definitely see where it has been grinding. So yeah, I cleaned up the parts, cleaned up the engine. Now we can look at the new parts that are going in, which are the alternator brackets. I think I got new bolts. It's been a long time since I ordered it, and also alternator. There are some small changes in the wiring that you need to do, but really small. But I will do that later. I'm just want to put everything into place now so that I can check that I have the right auxiliary belt, and yeah, that it basically works. So yeah, let's get the new parts. Should be the bracket, new alternator, new belt, bracket, alternator, new nuts, new bolts, more bolts, radiator hose, short one, and pulley for the alternator. Is that right? So small? Okay, let's check out the bracket. Which was quite expensive. Yes, it is. Not the best paint job. Bit damaged here. Tiny bit of rust. Okay, County England. Okay. So this is the bracket which should be put on the engine, which can then hold the alternator. Shiny and new alternator. So that's good. Lucas TVS. Made in India. Should work, should be new. checked out the bracket and yeah, got our first problem. I think that it's painted in the threads. I don't have a re-threader for these kind of threads. I'm not sure what it's called, but I have a metric, but not for, basically for millimeter, but not for in inches. So the only thing I can do is to try and re-thread it with the bolt. Hopefully it will clear out the paint and not ruin the threads. So yeah, I'm going to try that. I just think the threads are suffering from some paint. So either that or they have sent the wrong threaded bolts, or this is the old original bolt, and you can really see it's bending it looks, so I think the threads are wrong. I think this is metric. So this is a metric bolt, 8 mil, and yeah. And it goes all the way in. I'm just gonna mark the bolt. Let's see if we can get it. It goes pretty much all the way in. You can see that far. So definitely metric threads. Good to know. Put that in your description. Okay, so got the bracket. Kind of annoying that the threads are metric and not imperial. Maybe it's because they changed to metric later and the 2A didn't have the alternator. So that could be the issue. No, maybe all the brackets are metric. I don't know, but don't have the bolt. Sent a message out to my father and brother, and my brother found the correct bolt, which is 80 millimeter long. So it should have been 87 millimeters long to match the bolt that was sent with, but it's going to be good for now. I'm going to mount it up, go and get the bolt to my brother, and then the alternator will be mounted today. I want to put something on. So from all the time that I have it now, it's been either trying to fix, check that it works, and now this will be the first part going on and the start of the rebuild. So I just want to do that. I just want to have this on, but I'm going to check all the bolt holes now. Check that the bolts aren't too long, and just be certain that everything I do now is correct, because now I don't trust any of the bolts or yeah. So let's get into it, mount the bracket, get the alternator on, mount that, just to see that we can start this process of getting things back on. Good. The holes are so small. Let's see. So these bolts are, I think, too long. Let's check. Yeah. So if you check here, so the bolts are too long. Even if you put on the washer, there's gonna be, I think, I don't. Okay, so I have my bucket of just all bolts, which is from when we picked it up. We gathered all the parts, bolts, extra that we found, and I found some. They probably should be somewhere else, but until that time, you can see these bolts are just perfect. So I'm going to use those And then until I get to the point where I figure out where I actually need these, I will order new ones. Yeah, works. Woohoo! And need to clean this a bit. Yeah, works. Okay, clean this, ready, go, action. Now, finally, which it's going to be 3 optional screws. But I will get new ones. These are pretty good. They could have been a bit longer. Okay. Can't get it the bolt to enter. The bracket does not fit because of this. So the bracket need to go even further down here, and yeah, I guess this is what you to be expected on all Land Rover or all cars in general, but this is kind of annoying, especially since you spend money on stuff that you think will work, and apparently it doesn't. So the lower part of the bracket hits here, so it won't get far enough in so I can get the bolt in. So either I need to cut away here or cut on the bracket itself, and I would like to think I will cut on the bracket itself. I don't want to do something here. Okay. Really annoying. So this is the top mounting point, lower mounting point, and the problem is that this hole here is too far that way. So if this has been further down close to the edge here, it would fit it. So the thing that we can do is to take the grinder, cut off a bit here, and that way it will fit, because it's just, I think it's 2 millimeters or something, so, and it's only on the edge here. So I'm going to try use the grinder and then see if we can adapt this adapter. Yeah. So you can just see the threads there, and I think a little cutting, and then just get a little bit off there, and then it will fit. Hopefully it will come down enough so the the bolt going through the whole thing is going to match up with that. Don't do this at home, kids. I think that ain't too bad. See, the screw is definitely going in. I think I'm gonna do a little bit on the engine, because the screw is catching on the engine itself. The, what's it called? The timing chain cover. Let's do a little modification. Let's cut my car. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Let's try it out. So no, this isn't the right bolt, but I'm just gonna check that it. Yeah, I can get it into the hole, so it's aligning. So that's good. So I'm pulling it away from the timing cover here. so it doesn't sit. There's so much slack in the holes that it can sit all the way to on the cover. Oh, you see. Like so, don't overdo it. So, well happy with that. So for some of you that's maybe a simple thing, but for me that's a big win. Getting this to fit. And it's good for me. It's good for me too to struggle a bit and find solutions. So it's what I like to do, but also it kind of gets you. The motivation drops for a bit for a while, but then you fix it, and then it's really, really good. So, and I probably have said this many times before, but I learned that every time I'm in the garage. Good. Alternator next. I just want this to be mounted. It's getting late, and I have to go pack because we're driving up north really early in the morning. So there's the gap was too big, so I'm thinking if I move this spacer in between here, it's going to be good. Let's double check. So the space between here is bigger than the bracket. So a little bit more, and then I think it's going to be good. This is sitting flush now, and let's see the space. Yeah. It's tight. But it's getting there. So there are 2 bolts. This is long enough in the front. You will have to have the longer one in the rear. Let's see. And the alignment doesn't look perfect. I'm gonna clean this up and see if I can get it to fit, because as you can see, it's a bit bigger, but the spacer on the rear is, I think it's, if we can get this on, it's gonna line up much better. So clean this up, just using the same method as I've done earlier, using this this matte cloth for painting, which is kind of like 240, I believe, or something, or 180. Almost. Let's see. Come on. Very close. Is this cone? Really annoying. Ugh. And this is way too far out. You can see here, it doesn't really align. It's not horrible bad, but it's not good enough. So it's not much, but there it's off a bit. I think it's about 5 mil, roughly. I wonder if there's some adjustments on this. Still a bit off. Okay, so I'm gonna give it one last try. And if that doesn't work, I think that's it for this time. So it's so little that needs to be removed from from the old pulley wheel, so it will slide on. So I needed to go, yeah, about 5 or 6 millimeters further in to get it to clamp on properly. And you only need to remove a little bit on the outer here, and I think maybe we can get it on. But I'm gonna try. Let's see. This whole super clean now, at least. So flipping this. Super clean. Let's see. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. What? Oh, victory. Oh, that is so cool. Now, loving the life in the garage for sure. Okay. Yeah. Almost too much the other way, but that's gonna be good enough. Oh, oh, see that alignment? That is so cool. Can tighten that afterwards, and then we don't want that to be on the engine mounting. We don't want it to be too close to the engine. And then we need the belt to see how far out we need this to go, because the belt needs to be tensioned up with this. So we need to put back the crank pulley wheel. So I didn't find a new seal. I thought I ordered it. I think if you order this bottom end gasket kit, it doesn't come with so yeah. So, but for now, I'm just gonna put this back on, and then we can align the pulley. So this is a belt bought a long time ago. This is the original old belt. Let's try that and see. The original old belt is in really poor condition. I'm just gonna see if we can get this. Am I hitting anything? It's the same. It's a bit more narrow, maybe. So I don't think it's gonna make a big difference. So maybe need to make another bracket to hold this in place. Let's see. This is even tighter, I think. So to sum up the video, clutch is working, slave is replaced on the clutch, got the master brake to work, leaks on the brakes on the left rear. The other corner seems to be holding up, but left rear needs to be replaced. Need to order that. Bracket we fixed, managed to get it in. Also alternators in with the pulley wheel that will work, I hope. But the belt is too short. So maybe that's a 2A belt and I need a Series 3 belt. I will check that out. But basically we are on the way. So when I get that sorted, the next thing that I will be doing is to put on the exhaust manifolds and inlet and then the carburetor. So all coming along, just taking a bit longer. So I hope you're enjoying the videos. I really like working on this series. This was kind of like a go then stop, then go, then stop, then go, then stop, and video. But I hope you like it either way. Summing up what we have done so far. I want this to start up, and I hope I can do that soon. And yeah, I'm sorry to you to be following along, and I've been promising I will start it up before the summer, and now it's fall, and yeah, but I will get it done, and we will get this started, hopefully, or we will try to get it started. I will promise you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the content, and as always, like, subscribe, and check out Patreon. It's only a coffee cup a month, so yeah, really cheap to just support me, and all the money on Patreon goes back into this project and other projects like mics for good audio, and also for overlanding in Norway gear. So be sure check out Patreon, appreciate it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.